Previously in Crescent City, a tragedy changed everything. Questions remained unanswered. Bryce struggled to move forward, and as doubts continued to grow, one thing became clear. The truth had not been fully revealed. Previously, questions began to emerge that refused to stay buried. The city had its answers. The public had its explanations. But for those willing to look deeper, something still felt wrong. And sometimes, a feeling is where every mystery begins. Crescent City was alive. The streets were crowded. The lights burned through the darkness. Music drifted through the night. To most people, it looked like a city at peace. But appearances can be deceiving, because beneath every great city lies a second version of itself, a version built from secrets, rumors, half-truths, and hidden agendas. The deeper Bryce looked, the more she began to understand that truth. At first, it was only a suspicion, a quiet voice telling her that something had been overlooked. But now that suspicion was becoming impossible to ignore. Every answer seemed incomplete. Every explanation raised new questions, and every attempt to move forward somehow led back to the same mystery. Why did so many details refuse to fit together? Why did it seem as though people were eager to stop asking questions? And who benefited from the silence? The questions followed her everywhere, through crowded streets, through sleepless nights, through every memory she tried to leave behind. The city continued moving forward. But Bryce could not. Not while uncertainty remained. Not while doubt lingered. Not while the feeling persisted that somewhere, hidden behind the stories people accepted, another truth was waiting. A more dangerous truth. A more complicated truth. Because secrets are powerful. The right secret can protect a person, protect a reputation, protect an entire system. And when enough people benefit from keeping something hidden, uncovering it becomes more difficult than anyone expects. That realization changed everything. The city no longer felt predictable. It no longer felt familiar. Every conversation seemed to carry another layer of meaning. Every coincidence felt less like an accident. Every unanswered question felt connected to something larger. And the deeper Bryce thought about it, the more she realized one thing. The mystery wasn't getting smaller. It was getting bigger. Somewhere beyond the lights and noise of the city, pieces of a larger puzzle were beginning to emerge. Pieces that hinted at connections nobody had fully understood. Pieces that suggested events were not as simple as they appeared. The possibility was unsettling, because once a person begins questioning what they know, certainty becomes difficult to find, and once doubt takes root, it spreads. Slowly, relentlessly, until everything looks different. As another night settled over Crescent City, Bryce found herself facing a choice. Accept what she had been told, or continue searching. Accept uncertainty, or keep asking questions. Walk away, or move one step closer to the truth. The decision seemed simple, but some choices change everything. Because every mystery reaches a moment when curiosity becomes commitment, a moment when turning back is no longer possible. And for Bryce, that moment was approaching, fast. The city was hiding something. That much was certain. The only question now was how far people were willing to go to keep those secrets buried. Because the truth has a strange way of surfacing. No matter how deeply it is hidden, no matter how many people try to bury it, sooner or later, it always finds a way back into the light. And when it does, nothing remains the same. In the next episode, new questions emerge, old assumptions begin to crack, and the search for answers moves into even more dangerous territory, because every secret leads to another, and every answer comes with a price. In the next episode, new clues emerge, hidden connections begin to surface, and Bryce finds herself closer to the truth than ever before. But the closer she gets, the more dangerous the mystery becomes, because in Crescent City, some secrets are worth killing for. The search continues in episode 5,